Let me talk a bit about multi-choice of meanings. There are several parts of the scriptures where the full message intended by the original writers are not passed, and that's because of the possibility of a particular word from the Hebrew or Greek meaning several words in English language, or let's say synonyms in English language. So it is sometimes very important and needful that the translator is not just choosing a particular word, but is looking out from the context to understand whether the context of the writer encompasses more than just one of the words that Hebrew or Greek word means in English. For example, if we are talking about the English word entire, E-N-T-I-R-E, that same word entire can also mean complete. It can also mean whole. That is W-H-O-L-E. So we see that a particular word can mean several words or can be pointing to several words. But let's make it more applicative in regards to the Hebrew word. For example, we have bara. Bara that is used in the book of Genesis chapter 1, talking about create. And God created. And God created. Now that word bara means to make fat. It means to make. It means to create. It means to choose. And the translator has a job to do there. That is to study from the original text what the entire chapter is talking about, so that he can know whether that scripture is talking about God making the earth or God choosing the heavens and the earth. Now that word choosing, this whole stuff has to do with a progression. That's why I said, and I'm repeating the same thing. Translating the scripture is not just something you wake up and begin to run into without first being ready to spend time to study before you retranslate. Because some words in different places can be pointing to different things. And from what I have studied from the entire context of Genesis chapter 1, it will be preferred or needful that word bara in its earlier use in that same chapter is not just talking about God creating the heavens and the earth. And that's because there's been a wrong choice of meaning of the word translated heaven and earth. If you are seeing a better or the meaning I am seeing, which is in agreement or more aligned with the context of the entire chapter, you will agree with me that it was not just the creating of the earth. God chose, God created, and God made fat. So we see that in the use of that word now, we have to combine those three words, meaning the same Hebrew words. And that way we have a fuller understanding of what God is doing.